recommendation, but we'll deal with the recommendation.
Yes. But just so Councilor Smith is clear,
yeah.
it's not a committee of the whole. It's actually, we're looking at choosing three members, prior councilors is the motion on the floor.
Right.
And I was suggesting I'd rather have it do all members of the council. Just committee of the whole, I misspoke.
Thank you. And we'll deal with the recommendation that that's what we're dealing with right now is the recommendation that we appoint the former, whatever it is, and that would come back to council. Councilor Charles.
Yeah, I have many things to say about this. First of all, to correct your earlier comment that any decisions of the review panel would come back to council. That's not correct. Whatever decisions that the review panel makes, they can be appealed to the Supreme Court, as the administrator says the council has no other say in it. The second point is, unless I'm mistaken, the legislation says that at least three persons should be appointed to the review panel, and to the best of my knowledge, all members of council are persons. So it's quite legitimate to appoint members to the council, which this council did last year. There is a review panel that was duly appointed by this council and is still in place. The purpose of the review panel is to review the parcel tax roll as prepared by the collectors, and in this case it happens to be a manager of finance, and to review that parcel tax roll and ensure that there are no errors in it. And if errors are found, the parcel tax, the review panel can direct that they be corrected, as laid out in the community charter. And last spring, that's exactly what the panel did. The panel directed that certain corrections be made to the parcel tax roll, and to this point, staff has failed to make those corrections. And the panel that was reported appointed last year is still waiting to see those corrections. Now,
What were those corrections?
They are recorded in the minutes.
Can you highlight the council what those corrections would be?
The minutes of the meeting?
You just don't know off the top of your head?
No, because the resolution that the panel adopted last year was resolved that staff be directed to amend the tax roll as per the complaints filed by the O'Flanagans. And there was extensive discussion about that. The O'Flanagans had submitted a complaint in writing, and that's what the staff was corrected.
In the order of brevity, sir, in the order of brevity, that is the crux of where the review panel, in my opinion, and the opinion of others, misstepped. Because the funding formula has been adjudicated and appealed. So we as panel members are not the Supreme Court of British Columbia. So for us, and please Mr. Kumar jump in at any time.
What if I can assure you, no staff is going to commit perjury against the Supreme Court of BC. You counsel wants to do it, you go ahead and do it. We're not about to do it. I can assure you right now, it is clearly laid out. We have given you the affidavit of the former staff member, says exactly how the calculation has been presented to you. We are not bearing that. So if council wants to make a motion and commit to that, you might be. We are not about to change that formula because it's already indicated in the affidavit that has been provided and filed with Supreme Court of BC and went to appeals court. You wish.
So, no, sir.
Can I continue now?
1 second, please. And I think that this is for everyone that didn't sit. This is where the panel got to a point where they thought that maybe there was a different formula and there was. As mentioned by Mr. Kumar, staff is not going to commit perjury because it has already been before the courts and it's already been decided twice. Now you may continue, and I'll let you know that you have 2 minutes left.
Thank you. Actually, there are a number of other issues that are involved there. First of all, the court case did not involve anything to do with the calculation. The complaints that the Flanagan filed was simply against using the number of developable units as a measure of the taxable area of a parcel. There was absolutely nothing to do with a formula used to prepare the parcel tax rule. The affidavit prepared by, and that's laid out in the one of the letters that has came from the lawyer that represented the city on that issue, and talking about in the memo here that the CAO has supplied to us, he's referenced a number of a couple of letters from lawyers and has refused a request to circulate that to council. Now, the first of all, that you had lots of time. What we have from the CAO here are libelous comments, allegations directed at the review panel, and
you call those libelous? Sorry, yes. You call those libelous comments?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Because the there is no substantiation here. It says that for example, the memo, the two members did not follow procedures outlined in the Community Charter and the Assessment Act. And then a couple paragraphs.
My goodness.
What was this got to do with this discussion? The administrator says, hence, the legislative authority of Section 38(2)A of the Assessment Act is purely procedural in nature. It simply allows the panel to correct an error regardless of whether a complaint has been made, and that's exactly what the panel does do. And I would suggest that the only purpose behind this is that you were outvoted at the panel last year, and this is just simply a way to end run around it. And as an example of some of the errors that are created in that were in that, we have 2 minutes, please.
Thank you. With my wallet.
By the way, for those of you that are interested, I circulated a memo that I summarized what went